I know there's talk, or, in the research, of course, people are saying, well, maybe it's not necessarily just a flat out paycheck, right? That you could give these athletes. Are there other ways that we can pay them where it's, some sort of gift card, for lack of a better term, to the university? But could you talk through what some of the proposed other forms of payment are and how that would work for a student athlete, or how it would be different than the situation they're already in? I mean, you're getting scholarships, of course, and, depending on the athletics, but you're getting clothes, you're getting housing and meals. So, what would be the advantage of giving them a gift card to the school store?
It's not going to
Yeah,
be
surely. I mean, as
in
a
a
former,
Burger King bag, is it?
McDonald's.
yeah,
McDonald's
I
bag.
hope not. You're 100% right. And as a former student athlete, I'll be the first to tell you. I mean, being on scholarship is a gigantic privilege. The resources and the support that you have as a student athlete is enormous. Now, with that are a lot of burdens. I mean, your schedule from when you wake up at 6 a.m. to your weekends, if you're playing football, are completely booked up, right? And you make those sacrifices in return for a scholarship, in return for all those added benefits that you mentioned, Jesse. But when it comes to paying, not compensating off name, image, and likeness, but when it comes to paying student athletes, that is from the university. Now Title IX comes into effect. You see some of these student athletes talking about, hey, let's break into the endowment. There's so much money there. Again, that's a can of worms that is so far complicated. You're talking about revenue sports and non-revenue sports. I mean, if you want to play the inequity game, it could get really, really messy in a hurry if you were to say the universities should pay the student athletes. What's most important right now? The student athletes should be compensated off their name, image, and likeness. The universities say, hey, that's not us doing it. So it's a true meritocracy. I mean, welcome to America. If you're a starting quarterback like Joe Burrow a couple of years ago, who had one of the greatest seasons in college football history, he probably would have made hundreds of thousands of dollars just off endorsements, and good for him. If you're the third string center and you don't play and you don't have a social media following, unfortunately, you're probably not going to get many endorsement deals. But if you're a backup punter and you got a huge YouTube following, well, now you can be compensated off your name, image, and likeness. So I think that is the most important thing when you talk about a free and fair marketplace, when you talk about what is essentially providing capitalism to these student athletes. Allow them to make money off their name, image, and likeness. Let's see how it goes, and let's grow from there. This is a long hill you have to climb. I don't think you throw everything against the wall at once and then see what happens. I think you take graded steps and see how you can continue to make these advantages for the student athlete.